gravity for each sample and the averages for all three samples. Marshal testing uses compacted specimens of mix to determine its density, voids relationships, stability, and flow. To prepare the specimens, you'll need an oven for heating the mix and specimen molds, miscellaneous tools including a spoon, spatulas, and armored thermometers, a hot plate to keep the spoon and spatulas heated, specimen compaction equipment including mold assemblies, a compaction hammer, another hot plate to heat the face of the compaction hammer, and a specimen extruder. To test the specimens, you'll need a 77-degree water bath and a weighing scale to determine the bulk density, a 140-degree water bath to heat the specimen for stability testing, and a stability machine with a flow meter. To prepare the specimens for Marshal testing, you'll need 3 samples of about 1,150 grams each. The samples are heated to about 285 degrees. The compaction mold assemblies are also heated to maintain the temperature during compaction. For the same reason, you should also heat the face of the compaction hammer and the spoon and spatulas. When the samples and equipment are sufficiently heated, remove one sample and mold assembly from the oven. Place a paper disc in the bottom of the mold. Spoon the sample into the mold and collar assembly. Spade it with a spatula around the edges and in the middle. Smooth out the top of the sample and place a paper disc on top. Place the mold assembly on the compaction pedestal and apply 75 free fall blows with the compaction hammer. After the 75 blows have been completed, remove the collar and turn the specimen over on the base plate and apply another 75 blows to the other side of the specimen. After the second 75 blows are completed, remove the collar, base plate, and paper and allow the specimen to cool off. Then use the extruder to remove the specimen from the mold. Repeat the procedure for the other 2 samples so that you have 3 compacted specimens. To begin testing the compacted specimens, measure and record the height of each specimen. For each specimen, weigh the specimen and record the weight. Place it in the 77-degree water bath for 3 to 5 minutes, making sure to avoid trapping air bubbles under the specimen. Record this weight as the weight in water. Remove the specimen, dry it with a slightly damp towel, and weigh it again. Record this weight as the surface dry weight. You can then calculate the bulk-specific gravity, the bulk density, and the voids relationships. To test the specimens for stability and flow, place them in another water bath maintained at 140 degrees. After 30 to 40 minutes, remove one of the specimens and dry it with a towel. Place it in the breaking head of the stability machine. Install the flow meter and adjust it to 0 and apply load at 2 inches per minute until the maximum load is reached as indicated by the needle. Record this load reading and the flow meter reading at the point at which the maximum load is reached. Use the equipment's conversion chart to determine the stability by converting the micrometer dial reading to pounds of load. Repeat the procedure for the other 2 specimens and calculate the average corrected stability and flow.